Right, hello everyone, welcome back to FTRL and welcome to the finale of Division 1. It's Season 9. Joining me tonight, I've got almost as many commentators as we have drivers. So, I've got myself, Pagani, Dan and the returning preheated oven. Evening chaps.
Afternoon.
Hello.
Good evening.
What's going on here? Familiar faces I see. Sensational, boys. Sensational. It's good to be back, Simon. Thank you.
Can I just say you're a highly requested commentator? So.
Oh, I don't know why. I really don't. Yeah, I do. I'm just brilliant, aren't I? Really. That's just.
I think a lot of it comes down to the attack helicopter that became a meme from the French GP.
Look, right. I'll say it again. Right. We don't discriminate here, and you shouldn't in life in general. Whether you are an Apache helicopter or an attack helicopter, it doesn't matter. You could be a frog, a 2-pin plug socket, or a router. Right? It doesn't matter. FTRL, you're welcome. Unless you're racist, then you're not welcome. Just put that out there.
What?
We're a family-friendly, PG clean.
Boys?
Yes.
Did anybody else see Danny leave the session at the start of this qualifier?
Yes.
Yeah. I did, yeah.
Has anybody else seen his comment in the stream?
No. No.
Oh no. This doesn't seem a fantastic.
I'm going to put this out there, but he says he's going to go get a wet setup because it's raining in the race.
Are you serious?
Wow.
If that turns out to be true, God help everyone.
Oh no. An Abu Dhabi wet setup.
Oh!
That's more disappointing than seeing Chris Samba play up front for your football club.
I've seen another comment confirming it. It's going to rain Abu Dhabi. It's raining in the desert. Oh God.
Well, welcome to FTRL, the place where we can make the Sahara Desert rain. In FTRL, we make all things wet.
Well, I was going to say, in FTRL we often say that anything can happen, and it usually does, and that's just been confirmed. Right, Danny's found his wet setup, and he's back in the lobby. So, I suppose we better clear a couple of things up. Last race of the season, there's no relegation spots to worry about this season. The only thing we've got to focus on is the battle between Dutch and Zach, or LR Hugo, for the championship. So, after last week's technical trouble for Dutch, Zach now has an 18-point lead going into tonight. So, Dutch has got a bit of a mountain to climb in terms of holding on to his crown and calling himself three-time FTRL champion.
Well, his rival is coming around the last corner for his first lap of the session.
Also, if it's raining, I anticipate seeing a lot of hypersofts, and I think all but 4 of the cars are on hypers, so...
I think you're right there. I mean, having raced with them both, I can't say there's a lot to split the two, because between them they're both ridiculously good drivers, and there's a reason that Dutch is a 2-time champion. But there's nothing to say that Zach isn't good enough to beat Dutch and take him off his little pedestal that he's on.
I've just thought of something, boys. Turn 3 is treacherous in the dry.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Is River's Revenge going to be in the points tonight?
No.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that to achieve that feat, all he's got to do is see the checkered flag.
Ooh, anticipation of DNF tonight. I mean, Goy Carp, hashtag Team Rain, hashtag Team DNF. So he's anticipating something happening.
How many people have a wet setup for this track?
Pagani.
I do.
Yeah, but Pagani's also from Newcastle. Everything there is backwards or upside down.
Actually, a few of the boys do have wet setups around here because I know at one point Remco was fastest in the world around here in the wet.
Pagani,
CJ
aka the Master of Moisture.
Exactly what his mother said.
But
Well,
we'll go
Rover's
with
gone
that.
on to supers.
And Panda's on ultras.
I mean, unless they're not expecting it right at the very start of the session, I don't know. I don't know how quick the track gets wet in Abu Dhabi.
Or how quick it dries.
I'm gonna say.
I mean
Viewers,
it's a desert. I'd imagine it will take a while.
Well, the thing is, it could say that it's gonna rain and just be a little bit of drizzle. You know, when you're drunk and you think like, oh, I'm gonna go for a wee now, but it's just you broke the seal, so you go in there, just a little bit of dribble comes out, and you're like, all right, sound, I'm done, no worries, dry up, toilet flushes automatically, give the bouncer in the toilets who's selling the deodorant £1, sprays you up, and then you walk out on your merry way. Basically the same situation here for Hugo and Dutch. But which one of them is going to tip him? Give him the £1.
Rover's across the line. 136.8 on the supers.
We've got a few boys in the stream chat. Donzo, hashtag Team Ravers for the last time this season. Nexus Cat's still wondering when the next season's going to start. But when we know, we'll let you know. So you can stop asking. There you go.
Well, Lennon's just put.
Honda.
Well, I was going to say, Lennon's just put a good point here, saying he probably has had a son, and it's not going to rain. I'd be quite impressed if that is the.
Well, I did get news from Tal. Breaking news, could be rain in the race. Could be in the key word there.
I mean, Tell is usually the man in the know.
Yeah. Like a little Ted Kravitz.
I was going to say that man has his fingers in many pies. As they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Your favourite driver's in third, James?
Chicken dude.
I could hear the admiration as he said that.
I can't lie. I mean, the one time I was pregnant, like, I just didn't think of him. I've had a lot of memories with Chicken Dude. Some great battles back in the special needs division. But we had a great time, good racing. Not surprised to see him up there. He always did have the pace. Just hope that well, as I say, that has been moved back down, so shouldn't have really spoke. The curse of the commentators, some may say.
But we do have a lot of invalidations so far. There's 6 invalidations so far. That's half the field. Although 3 of them are Panda. Obviously, the multicultural bear does not like these hot and humid conditions in the desert. Not enough bamboo.
Gonna say the Williams team on a strapped budget, so importing that in for him to feed on this weekend was too expensive, so he's had to go hungry. So he may be going back to being Angry Panda. Or the angry multicultural bear.
Well, by the looks of it, they haven't had enough money to import a lot of Hypersoft tyres either, because they're the only 2 cars that have set lap times on the Ultras and the Supers. So, things aren't looking great for Williams so far. However, everybody is now fitted a set of Hypersoft tyres. Interesting.
Both Ferraris are on their edge. I'm about to say both Ferraris are on their outlaps now. Zach sets fastest lap time.
It's a Mercedes front row lockout for the time being.
Do we think, because CJ had quite a shaky start into the start of Div 1, do we think that he'll be up there next season? Not necessarily challenging for the title, but...
I wouldn't put it past him. You know, he always showed his pace. Obviously, like he told me about the shaky start he had to the season.
I mean, the thing is, if it was going to be another season on this game, you might have been able to call it a bit easier, but you don't know how everyone's going to adapt to the new physics.
Yeah, agreed.
Some may adapt better than others. I mean, I remember my first season on this game and it was appalling.
Like every season, Simon.
Oh, CJ's had a massive wiggle through turn 2.
He has caught that well.
Slide through turn 3.
I mean, technically, everyone else at a disadvantage to Ravers, as he had the beta.
Drifting again. I think Dutch. Oh, I think CJ has been watching a bit too much Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift before this session.
He's sliding through every corner, isn't he?
I think he's been watching Ken Block's Gymkhana videos as his pre-race warm-up.
No, he's been playing the new Dirt game, that's what it is.
Are we going to see any bunny hops at turn 3, do you reckon? Anybody running wide on those triple curbs?
And donuts.
Yes, and I think it's going to be Danny.
Danny Bacon lettuce ketchup sandwich.
Oh, Remco has retired. I don't know if that's on track or if that's...
Well,
I'm board with CJ at the moment. It is on track, yes. It's sector 3. Just underneath the bridge. Coming out the left-hand side, he has hit the wall. As predicted, CJ's time a bit slow because of that sector 1 incident. He goes
Right,
again.
we have some more comments in the stream. House of Zone saying he won't make tomorrow's race. Also saying that CJ is quite heavy-handed on his wheel, hence why his old one I have is quite shagged.
They just come up to the line. He does improve his time, but not his position.
Nexus Cats says inside contact to confirm it will rain in the race. Ravers for the title next season, hashtag bums Cody's for the beta.
interesting hashtag.
That's from Lennon. And Goy Carp asks Combs, what's your perfect Sunday?
Ooh. Dan, what's your favourite Sunday, mate?
Probably wake up. Always
It's always a good start.
Yeah.
Good to know you're alive.
Wake up, check the pulse, still breathing from the night before. Right, good. We go again.
I think so. Yeah. Probably like Everton playing, preferably not lose, but always not guaranteed. And then watch the F1 if it's on. Preferably not a boring Grand Prix like France. Pagani, what's your perfect Sunday?
Is this PG? I might have to be careful with my answer. Probably lie in bed for about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, then think, oh, it's pub time, and then just go to the bar and stay there for the rest of the day.
How many hours a day do you spend throwing darts or punching your effigy of Mike Ashley?
Every single minute of every single day, including while I'm sleeping.
Double on Sundays.
Like Gale in your bedroom.
I have a picture of Solomon Rondon on my wall. Just
The goat.
the forgotten prince of Newcastle. Right, enough about Newcastle United. Mr. Preheated Oven.
Ooh.
Dream Sunday.
Whoa! Oh wow. Well, we started off with a bowl of oats mixed with a pint of Carlin.
What?
Room temperature though. Room temperature though. Can't be cold. Can't be warm. Room temp. Right. I'll have the missus cook me a big good old English fried breakfast. Can't beat it. Bit of black pudding. I'm not talking about chocolate cake either. I'm talking about the food. Lovely stuff. Then probably go out, scrap some Blues fans, tell them their team's awful and Gary Monk's been sacked, so just laugh at them. Come home, realise I haven't had my second Carlin. Neck 4, fall asleep, wake up, and FTRL. Think of it all the time, just constantly, and re-watch Performance France over and over and over again. And then fall asleep. That'd be my perfect Sunday. What about you, Simon? Hey, buddy old pal. Do you want to go to Barking, link some things? Clifford the big red dog?
I quite enjoy a Sunday where I don't have to do a thing, which is most Sundays. I can just be lazy.
Does your mama cook you a Sunday roast? Is that a thing?
No, that's not a thing.
No.
No, I'll probably cook myself a full English and drink a massive mug of coffee, and then spend the day gaming or watching F1 or football, whatever might be on. Yeah, just being a lazy turd.
Dutch up to the line, he's really pushed this lap. Oh.
Only good enough for P4, though.
Well, he's crossed the line with time to do another lap if he's got the fuel for it.
He has, but do you want to do too many laps on a set of hypers and quality?
Well, if it's raining, I say if it's raining at the start, it won't matter. But it's when it's raining. The trouble Dutch has got is the man that's on pole position. Because if Hugo takes that pole position, that puts the gap at 20 points, which would mean Dutch would have to win the race and take fastest lap, and Hugo not score.
DJ stays in 11th.
I say he missed out on starting a lap.
Yeah, he came out a bit too late.
Obviously he's taking inspiration from Sai.
Oh, the top 4 are all on a lap.
Getting to the line with 1 second.
Yeah, I couldn't have timed that any better last week.
So as it stands, Raven's Revenge will out-qualify someone, which is good.
And what's going to bring that up? Every 2 months.
Oh, we have a triggered Joe Burns. I mean, just a Joe Burns in the chat. Confirming size mass. Saying if Zach gets pole, Zach needs to crash and Dutch needs to win. That doesn't technically make sense, but I think what he's trying to say is that if Zach gets pole, Zach can crash out the race, and Dutch has to win the race to be able to win the title.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to crash out the race.
Oh wow. It's happened. River's Revenge has qualified P9.
Wow.
Okay, so the gap is now 20 points.
Wow. Double points at Bahrain, anyone? No. Bahrain?
I mean,
Dhabi,
that was last week.
Yeah.
Prost versus Senna Mark II. Anyone?
Can you imagine?
I mean, Dutch is going to have to go something to put a Prost versus Senna.
He is indeed. But I don't think Dutch is like that, but
No.
you never know.
I don't know. Anyone remember Germany when Dutch was trying to get Hugo to drive off track and get that extra warning?
Yeah. So every single person starting on hypersoft tyre, so they're expecting rain very early. Oh,
Well, Danny invalidated all his laps.
sounds about right for you, Danny.
Disappointed but not surprised.
I'm anticipating like 32
Oh my
seconds
god.
of penalty.
Oh wow,
Oh wow. Intermediate conditions, am I reckoning?
it looks it.
That's... Wow.
I mean,
That's one of the most
some of us
disgusting things ever.
weren't some of us joking about the potential of a wet race in the party chat before we came into this?
We were
Right.
indeed. I think the only people that have actually done a race with wet time is me and Mr. Goy Carp in a practice lobby. Which
Now,
was a 5-lapper.
is it worth mentioning at this point a certain Remco seems to like this circuit and he seems to like wet conditions as well. Does this play?
Yeah.
Is this right up his street? Do we think?
I believe himself and CJ were having a battle for the world record in wet time trial around here. So I'd expect both of them to do well tonight. I mean, CJ's starting last. But turn 3 is going to catch a couple of people out, you would anticipate. Although currently I'm just sat staring at some pit garages.
Yeah, so am I. Which is
A bit
not
concerning.
promising. Yeah. Dutch has just said in one of the chats that the game's glitched.
Oh no.
Does seem that way.
Oh, well, City Posh has come out and said that rare in Abu Dhabi is as rare as Guy finishing above 10th.
That has happened.
Well, from what I can tell, it's a very interesting pit lane.
Yeah, fewer runners.
I mean, my cause isn't here, so it's been well protected. There's not going to be any crashes into it tonight, you would anticipate. I mean, the mechanics have got adequate seating. I mean, there's some umbrellas in the stands, so they've come prepared.
My apologies. I disappeared.
Good.
Did you go for a PRP?
No, actually. My dog walked in my room and he was like, "Yeah, safe. What's up?" And I'm like, "All right. Well, this is the first time you come upstairs, so like, why are you here?" She's like, "Oh, nah, safe. Just wanted to be here." Then it like, just love FTRL. Just wanted that. And I'm like, "All right, Sam, but you're not racing tonight, pal." And he's like, "Oh yeah, safe. I'm just gonna migrate hosts." I was like, "All right, Sam. So let's take it out." But it's all sorted now. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm gonna have to close the app.
Yeah.
We may have to.
I think as a result we'll probably get this week's stream in 2 parts. So we'll wrap up the qualifying segment of this week's broadcast and we'll start a race broadcast in a moment.